And there's a great opportunity to adopt one of your own and participate in one of Young Williams Animal Center's biggest fundraisers tomorrow. The Furry Fall Festival is from noon to 4 at the center's Division Street location. There'll be rabies vaccinations, microchipping if your pet needs them. The center says the Knoxville community is essential when it comes to these events.
And we really rely on the community to raise the money to do what we do to take care of animals like vents. Everything that we do is dependent on raising the money to be able to provide for them.
Admission is free, and so are different activities like face painting, pumpkin painting, and other games.